Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video from the Veg Grower Podcast. I'm down at the allotment this morning, and this year we have had a successful growth on our Berlotti beans, and some of these are ready and I want to harvest them to see just how well we've got on with them. Now, it's safe to say that not all these beans are dried, but this is a good example of one that I think is dried enough. And if we give it a shake, you can just hear that they are rattling on the inside. So we're going to take that one. This one here, as you can see, it's still fully red. They're not quite rattling on the inside, so I don't think that one's going to be ready, but that one definitely is. Now, it has been suggested that I don't have to wait until these Berlotti beans are fully dried to harvest them. We can actually harvest them when they're still red and then put them in the freezer. But to be honest, what I wanted to do with these is actually have dried beans inside our larder at home that we can use throughout the winter. And added to that, these ones have been so successful this year, I actually want to try and save some of these seeds so that I can grow some again from this very same batch. I think we're going to be lucky with that, I really do. We look like we're going to have a good lot. So there we go, I've harvested our Berlotti beans. I'm quite happy. There's still going to be plenty more to come over the next few days. But these are mostly dry enough that they can start looking at storage. We're going to dry them out further just by placing them on our kitchen windowsill. Some of these are still definitely in need of a bit more drying. They're a bit softer, but some, and this is what I try and avoid, have got a bit over ripe because they've started to split, as you can see here. And now that's not a huge problem, but when they start to split like that, of course they start to drop the beans or the seeds, because that's how they are trying to grow. That's how they produce their babies effectively. So we want to try and avoid getting them to that stage so that we can collect all the beans. But it's not a huge problem. We caught them in time, and these are ultimately what we're going to store. And I really like the look of these. I think they look really, really pretty. Very happy with those. Some of these seeds will be saved to try again next year. And obviously some will be eaten over the winter. But if we just come here, you will see something else I've been harvesting is these pears, and we've got a good amount of pears, I've got to say. I've been keeping my eye on these over the last few weeks and gradually seeing when they are ready. Generally speaking, pears we pick before they're fully ripe anyway, and we ripen them at home. But one of the signs that I'm looking for is when the wasps are on them. Now, ideally, we would like to try and get to the pears before the wasps, because the wasps dig in and they make little holes that cause things like that. And there's even some that were much worse, and it can lead to the fruit rotting, of course. But I'm of the kind of impression that, you know, we've got a good amount of pears here that are good enough for us, and if we've left some for nature, all well and good as well. So I'm not too disappointed with the amount. Now, the other thing that I do when I try and find out if these are ready is just by taking a pear, giving it a little twist and a little tug, and if it comes away from the tree without too much problem, then I know they are ready. And all these were ready. Again, there's more on the tree that are going to be ripening up until we get them harvested in the future. Right, well, that is it from this week here on the allotment. Please do let me know in the comments down below what you've harvested this week that you have just started harvesting. I'd love to find out more about that. Let us know in the comments down below. I'll be back again next time, so until then, please take care.